Yes, this is the art studio. My memory did serve me right. Looks like she's been painting here. Let's find the clues. Okay. This paper. This white jade paper has a rich history. Its smooth, fine texture holds ink beautifully, exactly what you want for more. Countless masterpieces, both old and new, were painted on this paper. Like Chinan's Voyage to Yum Mountain and Yiling's Qixi's Dawn of Spring, both two good examples. Whoops, I got carried away. Wait, there's a discount sticker on the wrapping, and it looks quite new. Yes, White Jade Hall runs a yearly sale. I attended. Ming Yang likely bought her paper there too. Half of the stock has already been used, which means she was painting day and night until the incident. Different papers result in different artistic effects. White jade paper is my absolute favorite. I can't pass up a great deal, so I stock up whenever I can. It usually takes a whole day to carry all the buy 3 get 1 free, buy 5 get 2 free, and then there's the additional weekly coupons. I know everything there is to know about the discounts. We have the same painting style, and the quality of our finished works, even if we use different brush techniques, our similar styles mean we should finish a painting in about the same time. Once a painter holds a paintbrush in their hand, they won't stop until every There is a difference. The brushwork on this one, see how heavy it is? You can tell Ming Yang was in low. The feelings a painter has during the process of creation often linger in the brush. Yes! To me, painting is like a window into the... It is strange though. She keeps reproducing the same painting over and over. Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks. This artwork is titled Serenity of Xiehua. Ah! The pigment! When did it get on my clothes? Huh? It came off with just a... Looks like Ming Yang could have improvised her clothing. I used to do this as well. Whenever nature inspired me and I was short on paper, after all, fabric used to be a common art material. Besides, it's a shame the clothes are stained forever, but it's worth it to see how different... How could this happen? The Shenyang Art Exchange is a renowned institution that manages the exchange of calligraphy and paintings. And according to Ming Yang's diary, the Art Exchange had been collaborating with her. But I have some others. Being picky about one's... I'm no exception. There's never been a moment when I saw my art outshining someone else. I kept painting and improving. But no matter how hard I try, this needs to be refined. It's not... I had these kind of thoughts every day while I painted. It's true that one might find motivation in these thoughts. I felt trapped for ages, embraced my emotions fully, and create. But if I found myself in the same situation as Ming Yang, perhaps perhaps I'd react. She was forced into this and was looking for a way out. I can't just... Hey, have a look at this. Seems like this pigment is homemade. Did she use a new recipe I'm not familiar with? Medicinal herb residue.
She must have been making medicinal remedies recently.
These herbs were used for medicine. Oh, I've never tried myself. My family always brought me remedies and soups. Sorry. I think... No, I'm nothing. It's just a thought. Then... The vase must have been on that cabinet. Judge it. Looks like the cabinet used to be over there, but something... I bet the water on the floor is from the fishbowl. Huh. Okay. A gull puff jumped out of the fishbowl, knocking over the vase and causing it to shatter on the floor. Then it landed on a pile of paintings. Why, my family used to have an aquarium at home with lots of gull puffs. Sorry, I need to improve my investigation skills. Is that so? Oh yes, these are phantasms I can create with my brush. I haven't done this for a long time. Yes, I rarely need to use my forte in daily life. When it comes to painting, I prefer the traditional way. An artwork created with forte is indeed mesmerizing. So, I've used this, but it's fine to use it for the investigation. Yes, it could be related to my forte. Someone broke into the studio looking for... However, they were startled by something unexpected, and...
This might be related to the Shangyun Art Exchange and...
The clues from the studio led us to an exile's... There, we found new clues.
Moment of awakening.
The trolley is worn. Maybe it carried something very heavy. Could it be they transported or made pigments from them and then moved the pigments elsewhere? Could the buyers Mr. Shilang mentioned be the ones who stole the... Scarlet thorn, indigoite, and other ore. These match the raw materials for pigments listed on... I took a look and noticed that these pigments were handcrafted from these standard pigments, adhere well and last a long time. But these makeshift pigments, they are similar. Did she buy these low-quality pigments from the egg?
Who are you?
Hello. We are...
You're here to buy paintings?
We're actually here for Ming Yang's paint.
Huh? Okay, it's nothing. Just wait for her here. Know her? We go way back. She's okay. I guess you could call us friends. She even... Oh, here it is. We're no fancy connoisseurs, but even...
I kind of like it myself. It's lively, bright, almost like...
Can't recall anything.
My guess? She's dabbling in some new secretive art piece. I spotted...
Well, now that you mention it, but her little art excursion stirred up some unstable freak...
That's right, I saw her paintings myself. Tried to steer...
Sorry to interrupt, but...
Us? Oh, the usual. A bit of... oh, right. You remember...
Oh yeah, Ming Yan buys from...
I have an idea. Yes, I think I noticed some of the exiles' hands were blackened. The thought suddenly hit me. If so, they must be making the painting they showed us and the artworks in this. Her diary shows us she had made all these strange things. Started happening after the good idea. I hear people talking. Okay, I'll use my...
Mr. Bitzer.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have...
Hey, watch your... She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. Luckily, I slipped away, and the patrollers didn't...
Someone was here earlier asking about her case.
Doubtful. They might know,
It doesn't matter if they find out.
but we should be careful. Remember what Mr. Bitzer warned us about?
So the Shanghai Art Exchange has... No wonder they got all shifty when we brought up Ming Yang earlier. It was his signature on Mr. Shilan's transaction.
When I asked him about the incident, he put all the blame on Ming Yan. The exiles we questioned during the day did the same. Trying to die, these distractions led us to concentrate
I have a theory, but we need that batch of paintings they mentioned to test it. But there's so many more people in the camp now. How should we get in? Okay.
This should do the trick. Now, let's see what information we can find inside the camp.
Never thought I'd get worn out from something. Wow.
These paintings are all fakes. I don't remember the real ones circulating the market. How has this managed to be kept from the public for so long?
They risk being exposed if they transport through ports. We should look for more clues.
I can't believe the number of painters involved. They know where they all live too.
These addresses are not too far from each other. So this camp is likely the hub for this district.
Judging from the list, it looks like they're still...
I want.
Impossible. We've never had anyone quit from it.
You can have the money back. Every penny of it. I just want out. Please.
You think we'll let you go just like that after seeing our entire operation?
What do you want?
A dead person, tell me.
That's everything from our talk yesterday.
Keep an eye on her for now.
Understood.
This must be the warehouse. There's still some leftover ink lying around. They're all from the list. This batch is all Serenity of Shehua Village. These aren't just simple copies anymore. It's obvious now. In the end, this is the path she chose. Wait, this painting. It's the Serenity. Oh, I see it now. These copies, they're almost identical to the original, but there are some details, subtle ones, that reflect the artist's quirks. But if you look closely, you'll find that the finishings are a bit... Well, that's because Look out!
I should leave.
A new technique! No, but where did these tacit discords come from?
Her emotions cause the paintings freak.
But she's not even here. It's just, maybe she did see what I could. Ever since I saw her diary, I've been wondering. It seems like all those accumulated emotions it's all my fault. But more exiles from the art exchange. Watch out! A new technique.
I can't believe it. Save me, boss. Surrender your stuff.
Ow! Strike is one. Fast and starlight. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Strike fast. Take force.
Useless idiots!
Did you really think we'd let you just walk away after you destroyed our warehouses and interfered with our business?
Yes. Why is everyone so obsessed with making...
Who exactly are you people? If it's the paintings you're after, take as many as you...
Forcing people to make copies like a factory line?
It's just a couple of stones and trees on a piece of paper, for crying out loud. Even I could draw one with the flick of a... For the amount of paint and ink that goes into them. I'd even...
How could you measure the value of creation?
Oh, so you're also here for the money. Look, name a figure. Well,
That's not what I meant.
then what the hell do you want from...
I want to expose... Aside from reporting you to the patrollers, I want to let the public... The way you coerce the painters and put their lives at risk... Is something wrong? I can't remain silent about this any longer.
You better think this through.
I never painted for the art exchange's approval. If no one else dares to speak...
First, we keep these guys on...
Well, that's quite the story. Allow me to remind you. She was the... Do you honestly believe...
No. Mr.
How ungrateful. She ensnared...
Before we proceed...
Mr. Beitzer stopped by again.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt.
She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work.
Mingyang was initially only making copies. Trickery, misinformation, and I do understand that If her own heart hadn't wavered, so saying she was...
Even so, how is forgery a valid accusation? Nothing like that was mentioned in your recording. Now what?
This evidence clearly shows that these paintings are no ordinary...
There's no such... For it to be forgery, there has to be another original artist.
Mr. Baitsu,
Well, of course.
then can you tell the...
Of course. This piece...
However, judging from these paintings, it seems Ming Yang's...
What does this have to do with any... What you're saying is all speculation. There's no...
Artists seeking perfection always choose the highest quality pigments for their most important pieces. During our investigation of the studio, I accidentally got paint. The original paintings had pigments that were pure and brighter, able to... In contrast, the forgeries used pigments made from mineral scraps. These don't hold up the same, smudging at the slightest touch. We can distinguish the real paintings from the fakes simply by analyzing...
Doing so only proves the so-called original painting. How is this supposed to prove?
Because the original creator of Serenity and Shehua Village is me. When I was a child, painting was the only way I could express myself freely. Everything I did and didn't understand, it all flowed through the tip of my paintbrush. All that I saw lived within my paintings. Whatever I thought, I painted into reality. This power to turn fantasies into reality gradually caught the interest of many. Tales of the arcane artist spread far and wide. I took great joy in my skills improving. However, I discovered, to my dismay, that my parents were using my creations to turn a quick profit. They were sold at unbelievable prices. Some sought beauty in enchanted worlds, using the paintings as a distraction from reality. Others resorted to hellish nightmares to inflict torment upon those they desire. My own abilities had led my paintings astray. They were being exploited, and everything was spiraling out of control. After I realized this, I began to fear holding a brush. I tried to paint without relying on my abilities, but my parents scolded me for it. They called anything painted without using my abilities worthless. After the family business fell apart, my parents vanished without a trace. They may have left behind a considerable mess, but freedom has also been returned to my brush. Xiehua Village was my first stop upon arriving in Jinzhou alone. Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today. A poem I wrote, inscribed on Serenity in Xiehua Village. I know it's not that well written, but it's proof of my decision to stop everything I was doing. And that painting, well, it became the arcane artist's final piece of art. Ever since that day, paintings with special abilities gradually faded from everyone's minds. And I never used my abilities to paint again.
Well, that was certainly a touching story.
Madame Juyao, to prove my statement, I request your permission.
Granted.
Yes, Ming Yang's experience has made me realize something. To create art that truly resonates, I must first accept myself. The paintings I drew in the past, They were heartfelt creations, pieces of my life. They formed my past and shaped who I am today. It's not just about proving a single painting. It's about so much. If my forte is the cause behind all this,
It's okay. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't really seem that special to me. Maybe I just don't get it.
So the rumors are
These
true.
paintings are really coming to life.
why is the world inside this painting so distorted? Spectacle is born from the mind. This place must be a manifestation of Ming Yang's mind when she created it.
Why? Wait, did you hear something? Zezhi?
I painted it exactly like hers.
That voice.
Why is everyone still praising her work? It's all right. It's okay. She's gone. Soon, I'll be an even better painter than she ever was.
Watch out!
It's you! I've already done everything I can. Why are you so better than me? Take 4. Let it end. Leave it to me. Help me! Noticing I can use some fertilizer. It's the painting. Capture the spark. Strike is one. Take 4. Zezhi, you were just lucky. If it weren't for your parents holding your hand, you'd never have what should be rightfully mine. Yet together we fight. Thunder guide us. Fluorescent shadows. Sacred light.
Tear me to pieces. I've had enough. Get lost. No mercy.
It's the painting. Still, I couldn't do it. Why? I perfected everything. It's all because of your abilities.
My abilities have nothing to do with it. You created masterpieces I wish came from me. Bold, free. I know our paintings have their differences, but the heart and soul we put into them are the same. shouldn't see me as a model to follow. Only when you connect with your truest feelings can you create an exceptional piece of art. Little by little.
So everything she said was true. I never imagined it.
When I learned the truth, I believed that by sealing my forte, no one would get but Rover's words made it was never about the paintings themselves, but rather though Mr. Baitsu, you run a highly esteemed calligraphy and painting institution, yet you've suppressed the creative spirit and violated these artists' dignity, all for the sake of wealth. Everything they cherished has now become a tool for profit. The works they held dear are just tools for your gain. Insulting to both the set before you is the original painting from many years ago.
We received word from the Public Security Bureau 10 minutes ago that they have taken Mr. Baitsu. Do you have anything else to add to your... Very well. We will reevaluate this hearing.
It's finally over. I didn't miss anything important, did I? Huh? No, not at all. I was just coming up with things to say as I went. My palms were sweating the whole time. I definitely couldn't have done it if you weren't there with me. What I have to say is, thank you for helping me through this. The Shenyun Art Exchange is undergoing investigation. Thank you. I haven't felt this happy, and I want to pay Mingyang a visit. After all, she was involved in all of this. What do you think?
My commission started with her.
Is the commission over?
Yes.
I already.